Welcome to the Body and Brain Podcast.
This is Minja Kim.
And I'm David Driscoll.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever been on a cruise?
Cruise.
Yeah, one of those big cruise ships. I've always wanted to go.
Me too.
It's like a floating city.
Yes, big apartment on a ship.
Do you think they're safe? Or how about the famous Titanic?
Titanic.
That was a ship that they called unsinkable.
Yeah, but you should be careful when you say unsinkable in the ocean.
Yeah, you're tempting fate.
Right.
Because, you know, what happened to
yeah,
that
we
one.
need to learn humble mind.
That's exactly right. A humble mind. Because, and that's a very good point. When you've got something big and powerful like the Titanic, and man, this thing can just go forever.
Keep going.
But when you realize you need to change direction,
You need to plan it ahead.
way ahead, you're in big trouble if you need to try to steer that thing at the last minute. And so this is like a great metaphor.
Metaphor about?
We love metaphors, right?
Yes, I do.
Metaphor is about life. This is about everything.
Wow.
Cruise ship. Life is like a cruise ship.
Does it mean about like our habit?
Yes. How did you know?
Difficult to change.
Difficult to change.
Because it's our take 3.
The bigger and more powerful a habit is, the harder it is to change. But, you know, the nice thing is that it's big and powerful. It can move you ahead very quickly. You can break through a lot of barriers.
Does it mean that you cannot change your habit?
It does not mean that you cannot change your habit,
You can.
which means you can.
So it takes time and lots of effort. But once you turn the tide and once you turn the direction,
So you have to have consistent effort to change something like a cruise ship. You have to keep tilting. But I heard that it's actually very possible. And one example is this story, which is actually a myth. Apocryphal, I believe is the word. Apocryphal. Have you heard that word?
apocryphal.
Yeah.
Of course, it's my mother tongue.
Ah, English. Yes. Yeah.
Your English is much better than before.
My English is getting better thanks to you. But this apocryphal tale about the Stanford marching band, which is known for getting into trouble, the story was that they were on an airplane flight and the band members would run from one side of the plane to the other to try to tilt the wings so the pilot would freak out.
Do the plane staff let them do it?
No. And in fact, this was not a true story, but it was so
Not a true
famous that apparently another group of people thought it was famous and tried to do it themselves and they got in big trouble.
Oh, in real they did it and then they got in big trouble.
So the point is, it's possible and it's dangerous. Don't do this, please.
Oh, so the big plane, very heavy.
100,000 pound plane, maybe.
Right.
And a couple thousand pounds is the max that, 20 or 30 people can weigh.
230 people, yes.
But the principle
not people like me can be much less.
No, it would be like 50 or 60 of you.
Okay.
Yeah, but the point is that momentum, you studied science, right?
Yes, a long time ago. Yeah.
Oh, no, computer science.
I'm a scientist.
No, you're not.
I am.
You're a computer scientist.
I'm a natural key energy scientist.
I think you're like a computer key scientist.
No, this is keyboard.
Yeah.
I'm talking about key energy.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, what were we talking about? Physics.
Yes, physics.
Physics. So momentum, mass times velocity.
Great.
Right? Oh, yeah. Take 3. So you can have a relatively small mass, but if you get it moving, it creates a big momentum.
Of course, the bigger the mass is, the better.
That's right. But the point is, something huge like an airplane can be moved very dramatically by a relatively small mass, but in motion.
Does that mean that even if our habit was so stubborn and a long-time habit, when you are determined, then can you change it?
Yeah, when you get that critical mass, even inside of you, when you get a certain amount of energy moving,
Tipping point.
the tipping point, it can be relatively small compared to the mass of the body or of our habit. But when it moves, it can change the whole direction of everything.
That means that when you have determined mind,
Yes.
then you can keep going.
Yes.
Yes. Wow.
갑시다.
갑시다. That's great.
Yes, I'm studying my Korean.
By the way, you look great. Did you do something last week? You look much healthier.
I shaved.
But something changed too.
Oh, you mean Dan Mudo.
Dan Mudo.
Dan Mudo.
Am I pronouncing it right? Dan Mudo?
Pretty good. It could be a little bit better.
Thank you.
Dan Mudo.
Dan Mudo. I still have an accent.
It's a healing martial art.
Healing martial art.
And I was lucky enough to go for a week to Mago Garden in Sedona Mago Retreat. and practice Dan Mudo with our national Dan Mudo trainer.
Master you.
Master Yu, he's a black belt in Taekwondo. He's studied Tai Chi and martial arts for years.
And he has long experience of brain education too.
He's taught body and brain education, and he is an amazing trainer.
He is amazing.
And the body and brain course, the school, goes in depth
8 hours each day.
each day.
Wow.
So lots of exercise. We had a lot of fun. Some sore muscles, but not as sore as you'd expect.
Wow, that's why your face is so great.
That's why my face is so great. Of course, we taught the forms. We learned the forms
Of course.
of stability, balance, punching and kicking, moving with energy. But the really exciting thing was the principle that he added to it.
Oh, the principle with the forms.
That's right. So he talked about what you might know as yin and yang,
Yin and yang, yes.
or in Korean, and yang.
yang, yang. It's
Yang.
similar?
Yang.
Yang?
Yeah, your
Similar?
pronunciation is very good.
Oh, thank you. Thanks to
Yang.
you.
Yeah.
yang.
So yang is, the traditional dichotomy, light and dark.
Dichotomy, yes.
The point is, in every natural cycle, even of moving your body, there's both yang and
Wow.
There's yin and yang in both.
Great.
And if you balance them both, you tend to have a better result.
Then which one is more important? Yin and yang. Which one?
Good question. Should we have a vote with the audience?
Yes, maybe.
Which is more important? Which one do you like better?
Yin or yang.
So both of them exist. Light and dark both exist,
I see.
and they have a cycle together. So when we practiced, we would practice moving the body and feeling energy with this cycle. So for kicking exercise, for
Kicking.
example, we would start with spring,
Spring.
rising energy.
Are you talking about the 4 seasons?
Yeah.
Wow.
So spring, the 4 seasons, there's a natural flow of energy.
Okay.
Spring is rising,
Rising,
from
rising.
kind of low energies, getting stronger. It's starting to expand,
Going
and
up.
then at the top there's
At the peak.
summer.
Summer.
Bang! The extension of the kick or the
Wow.
punch. That's yang.
Yang.
That's that powerful, expressive energy. And then after that, what's natural? A kind of falling,
Coming down and then coming down.
a releasing.
가을 맞대.
Spanish?
가을 맞대.
Wow.
Yes.
Man of many languages. So the fall, the autumn, letting go of the unnecessary part. And then at the bottom, and this is where a lot of people would rush ahead, there's winter.
Winter, stillness.
There's stillness, and it's a very important part even of martial arts.
I can imagine that when you move your body like that, then it is not, kicking somebody else, and it is not necessarily defense, self-defense.
So Dan Mudo.
Dan Mudo,
Dan Mudo.
the way of limitless energy.
The way of limitless energy. Some people call it the martial art of enlightenment.
Because you can learn this philosophy and principles through the martial art. Have you heard about the plastic whale story?
The plastic whale, unfortunately, I have.
So let me share the story.
Yeah, please.
One day, people found a big whale lying down on the seashore. And then people felt sorry about her, so they pushed her back to the ocean.
Yeah, and that's kind of a famous, feel-good video. Oh, we saved the dolphin, we saved the whale, we put it back in the ocean. Is that what happened?
No, but the whale came back.
Came back?
Yeah.
Oh.
A few days later, they saw them again, saw her again.
no.
So they pushed her again.
Uh-huh.
And then a few days later, she came back again.
Oh my God, why?
And then they saw that they didn't know. And then they saw her moaning,
Ooh,
suffering,
yeah.
big pain. So later they decided to put her down.
Kind of euthanize.
So they shot her.
Oh, wow.
And then later they opened her abdomen.
Kind of
And they-
autopsy.
and they saw her stomach. And they found hundreds of pounds of plastic in her stomach.
And this is part of all these stories about plastic in the ocean. And frankly, it's kind of exploded.
Yeah, it is really shocking that we are not taking lots of action.
It's like the cruise ship again. It's so big that it feels like, how can I change direction? We've got to believe in the power of that momentum. That even a small critical mass, when it gets moving, it can actually shift the big direction that we're going in.
So does that mean that we can make a difference?
We can make a difference. And ultimately, that's why we're here, right?
Right, we are
Body
here.
and brain. We support the
Earth Citizen Movement.
Earth Citizen, that's right, Earth Citizen Movement, which is the idea that all of us are Earth citizens. So the Earth Citizen Movement is this idea that a small group can make a difference, and it's actually been proven, I would say, recently in New Mexico. This program called Brain Education, the curriculum, which is really helpful to get kids to focus, to be better at emotional management, and a certain group of teachers really thought that this would help in the public schools in New Mexico.
Yeah, so they help in teaching brain education to the school. Recently, they passed a bill supporting some teachers in the public schools to teach brain education.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so they are supporting $100,000.
That's fantastic. Wow. So this is the kind of thing. It's like it's a big movement. And we want to change direction. Well, a small group of people kept working on it, and then they made it happen.
This is the power of the mind.
The power of momentum.
Yes, and they are teaching brain education from the heart.
That's right.
And with the passion.
And it's very hopeful. Now that, the government and the legislature are looking at it, they see it's a great thing. Who knows what could be next?
Right. So big round of applause to the New Mexico.
Oh, you mean a baksu?
박수!
Baksu! Korean.
Teach me Korean.
I will. I have to study a little bit more, and then I'll teach you.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can apply some of this and motivate yourself to at least make a small change, because the results can be very big.
And please share your good news through the comment.
That's right. And if you like this video, please hit like.
And also subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.